name is Nicole Palmieri. I'm a Dependency Case Manager, and as of, I believe next week, it'll be 1 year that I've been working with Children's Home Society. When I first found out that I was nominated for this, I actually started tearing up. It was definitely an honor because I know that I work alongside a lot of great case managers and family support workers and everybody in what we're doing, everybody in this industry. And so it was an honor to know that I was selected for something like this, especially only having worked here for such a short amount of time. Some words that I would use to describe myself are caring and honest. I feel like caring sometimes to a fault. I get very invested in my cases and my families, and I just want to do what's best for them, whatever that may be. And so I feel like sometimes I care, maybe some could say too much, because I get very invested. Some unique things about me are that I didn't grow up in Florida. I grew up in Virginia. I went to school in Florida for the last 4 years, and then moved to Lakeland for this job. Other things, I'm very into hockey. I'm a huge hockey fan. Now that I'm living so close to Tampa, I like going to the Tampa Bay Lightning games. I don't know what else. I guess that's it. So what motivated me to start this is I went into psychology in college because I wanted to go into something that I could help people. I had a couple different ideas of how I wanted that to be. This was never one of them. This was never something that was on my radar, and then this opportunity came to me last year and I jumped on it, and I feel like I've made a good decision about it. I still feel pretty good about it. I love what I do. I feel like I do make a difference in people's lives. Sometimes that's a small amount. Sometimes it's not always like a big thing, but even those small victories mean a lot. And so I feel like I'm still making a difference, and that's what keeps me going every day, just remembering that no matter what, I am making at least a small difference in somebody's lives every day. Some unique qualities I bring to my families, I feel are being understanding and open-minded. I know that no two situations are the same and no two people are the same, so I try to start with a fresh start with every family and go on from there. I try to be very open with my families and build a rapport with them. That way they can feel that they can trust me and be comfortable with me. I feel like that makes the case go along a lot smoother when my parents and children and caregivers all feel like they can trust me, because it just makes it smooth sailing going on when we have that relationship, because there are times where that relationship's not going to be there and for different cases, and it's definitely more difficult with those. So I do everything that I can, even if we start off rocky, to make it better as I go, no matter what that is. It's definitely nice to see when it all comes together. I have reunified cases and getting real close to closing some, and just seeing all of that happen and come together, even piece by piece. You start with supervised visits and then get to unsupervised or overnight visits, and just that whole progression, watching that is so special. And even today, actually, I got to get overnight visits for a family, and I haven't gotten to call her just yet because I was walking in here, and so I just shot her a quick text and let her know that I would call her after. But just even in the last couple minutes of letting her know, I got, thank you so much, this is so great, thank you for all of your work, getting us to this point, and this is so exciting. And it's just so nice to see parents going forward with their case plan and their services and doing everything that they can to get their children back. And not only that, but another special thing for me is building those relationships with the kids and the parents. I have one parent in particular who understands why we're in this situation and how we got here, and understands my role in it. And sometimes things are frustrating. The situation that they're in, no matter what the parent is a difficult situation for all of them. And so, but sometimes they'll get very frustrated, and this mom in particular will vent to me, and she'll have a little freak out, and she always takes a step back and is like, I'm so sorry, I know this is not your fault, I know why we're here, what's going on, and I know that you're doing everything you can to, help us and help me and get my kids back and whatever, and thank you for that. And it's nice to hear that sometimes, because like I said, we won't always have a perfect relationship with the parents, because just for the manner of why we're here, but it's nice when you've made that clear to a parent that I'm on your side. I'm gonna do whatever I can to get your family back together, do whatever's best for the children, whatever that may be. And so it's nice when that all comes together. I would say that it's a lot, but it's worth it. At the end of each day, like, find something good that you did that day. Like, there are gonna be hard days. There are gonna be days where you feel like you did not make that difference, but there's always something. There's always at least a little victory, and I tried to express that to them, to like try and find that little victory, because I feel like that keeps you going and keeps you motivated to keep making more, because those small victories turn into bigger victories. Like, those small little things, like those little visits that become unsupervised or overnights, become reunifications sometimes, you know, when they can. So I would definitely say that. It's also a lot of time management, it's a lot of work. So, and having a support system behind you is so important, and I got really lucky with that at CHS, between my own supervisor and other supervisors and other case managers that I work with. Just our entire staff is so supportive, and even on the hard days, I know that there's always somebody I can go to get help that I need. So having a support system is so important with this job, and feeling comfortable with the people that you're working with. So I got really lucky that I love the people that I work with.